Yo, what's happening? Welcome back to OP Car Quest. My name is Justin, and your boy just got back from Dreamcon, and let me tell you, this was by far the best year. By far, without question.
And if you've never been to DreamCon, it's just something that it's really hard to explain. You got to be there. But I do preface it by saying that uh, you have to enjoy this stuff. I mean, you can go for the vibes, but to get the most out of it, you really do have to actually like anime, video games, and just the whole culture, because this convention was originally set up to be a spot for people like us who never really had that before, or we didn't have that place where we could just be ourselves in a atmosphere where usually people look at us like nerds, like we don't really belong. Hey bro, why you lying to the people, man? You know you one of them fake anime fans that just go to DreamCon because it's the hype. You're not really about this.
Man, watch out. I do this. I've been going. I don't know what you're talking about. Mind your business. I'm talking to the people. Everyone has an opinion. Anyways, like I said, this year by far was my favorite year at DreamCon. And it was special to me because when I went, I'm looking at it through a different lens. Before it was just strictly going there as a fan, rock heavy with RDC, and I'm just going for the love of the game, for loving of the anime, video games, all that stuff. As you can see, I'm not a rookie out here. But this time, when I went, I was looking at it through a different lens. I was looking at it as a content creator because I was planning on doing this channel, and DreamCon to me was the perfect way to sort of dive into this. I am new to the hobby of card collecting, but I'm not new to One Piece. So, I figured why not take my love of, it's my favorite anime of all time. I've been watching it for well over a decade now.
And I just decided, hey, maybe it's time to just learn to expand my hobby. And it was my boy Sean who put me onto that. Sean over at PokeGrown.
And as you can see here, this is him shopping, at the same booth that I was. He came with me out there to DreamCon. And this actually is Mrs. Sean, because we nerds, but nerds pull too. Don't worry about that. But Pokemon was his thing. I left that alone. He was into the collecting. I really wasn't into it. But then he put me onto this. He said, hey, there are One Piece cards. I was like, really? So, last week I decided, hey, let me see what this is all about. So started watching videos, started doing all of that, and here we are. So when I went to DreamCon, I went with the intention of I'm gonna see what's there as far as cards go, and we're gonna build upon that. I did my last video about when I started and got into it, but now we're gonna show you what the actual haul was from DreamCon. Let's check it out. All right, so from the first part of the haul, these packs right here. Now these are booster packs from the OP13. I got 5 of them. Well, the first day I went and bought 2, and then when I came back, I think it was this was Friday when I bought these 2 of these, and then when I came back on, I believe it was Saturday, the next day, dude raised the prices on me. So I was like, hey, are you running out and stuff? So they were down. He was down to his last few packs. So I went ahead and picked up 3. So now I have 5. So we go ahead and open these, see what we get from that. Next, in the first boot that I got, you can see it here. I got me a pack here of the OP12. So just another one. And again, I'm still new to this, so bear with me. There's no rhyme, reason, plan, or nothing. I'm just out here collecting. I'll figure it out as I go. It might not be the most efficient way or whatever the meta is, and I don't care about none of that. I'm just here for the love of the game. So I decided to pick one of these up. And also, now I'm really proud of these two. So the guy at the first booth I went to, he had some binders, and at first I saw this Luffy. This is a special Luffy, and just with the Conqueror's hockey and everything, I just thought it was dope. So I went ahead and got it. I paid, I believe it was $11 for this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add this to the collection, and then I still have the price tag on it too. But Zoro's my favorite character, by far. Zoro's my favorite character. He's my favorite anime character, period. So what I think I'm gonna do for my collection is try to get as much, if not all, of the Zoro rares and specials that come out. So I went ahead and picked this one. If you see the price tag still on, it was for $45. I just like it. I don't know if you can see. You can see the shine in the back. Like, this is a dope looking card. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that. I am ordering a binder so that I can get organized, get this collection going, because you guys are actually seeing the beginning of my collection. As I was looking at some other YouTube channels and stuff, everyone already has their stuff, or they've been collecting from years. But those of you who are joining now, you get to actually see the start of the collection, and we'll see where it goes. I also have these two other variants of Zoro that I picked up also. Again, he's my favorite character, so I think I'm gonna have either a whole page or a whole binder of just Zoros, including everything else that I got in my collection.
And then the vendor who sold me the single packs, he pulled out the manga rares of Luffy, and that just blew my mind. Those things are worth so much money. It's insane.
And then, as we were leaving Houston, where it was at, I was at the airport, and they had some card vending machines, which, again, these things have probably been around forever, but because I wasn't a collector back then, I just ignored them. So I grabbed these. This is from the same OP13 deck, or same OP13 deck, but I believe these cards are actually in Japanese. So we're gonna open these as well and see what we got. Again, I'm just here for the love of the game. There's no meta. There's no this is the most efficient way kind of post. You're not gonna get that here. This is really from a collector's standpoint, or someone who likes and loves One Piece for One Piece. That's what I'm doing this for. Now, granted, if I get something crazy, or I get multiples of something crazy, could I possibly want to sell it in the future? Maybe. But I can tell you straight up, for now, the intentions going into this is just to collect, get all the cool stuff that I like, and hopefully we get something good and something valuable, and we just add it to the collection. I'll start here on the wall behind me. I might move the Luffy flag around, and I'll start hanging them up in binders and in frames and stuff, and we'll grow this together, guys. So let's get it.
All right, let's get it. Let's go. So here we can see it. You can see these under different light. I had to cut and change my camera angles and stuff. Struggling YouTuber. That's why you call him, because this is authentic. We're figuring this out as we go, guys. But so I went ahead and sleeved and put in the loader. This Luffy though, bro. Check that out. Yeah. And I got my Zoros here. So these are all the ones that I bought at Dreamcon. And yeah, I'm proud of them. I got three Zoros, and we'll see what else we can get. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna save these packs for last, and I am going to go ahead and open the Japanese ones first, because I'm curious. Like I said, I got these out of it's basically a card vending machine. Got 3 packs here. It's basically a card vending machine. It was in the middle of the airport. It's the wildest thing. Like, I, this stuff has probably been there forever, but you know, I've never noticed it because it just never shows up on my radar. Never showed up on my radar before. So these are the Japanese cards. There's 3 of them. So we'll go through these, and we might get something cool that we can add to the pack, or add to our collection, like this. Just like that. Yeah, that's a white beard. That is cool. That is cool. So as I was, figuring things out, and as I'm figuring things out with how I want to, run the channel and do my collection, I think I'm gonna open up some of these one-offs of the OP13, and I'll try to, as I come across it, I'll try to get some more of these packs. But these boxes are expensive, bro. I had looked them up, and I'll try to get some more one-offs. Why does this feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? So there's only 6 cards in these packs. But I do want to focus more, like, as far as my completionist side goes, on the OP16. I do want to get a complete set of all of those cards. Yeah. Okay. All right. So those were the Japanese cards. Again, we got one cool looking white beard. But I think, like I said, for my completionist side, because the first one we started off with, now how do I open this? Do I just rip it? There we go. Get aggressive with it. Nope. I want to finish the OP16. Get me a full binder of all that stuff. But I bought these because, again, I was figuring this stuff out at Dreamcon, in the moment. And then dude pulls out his Luffy manga red. And, it's just like, well, of course I've seen it before. I might as well try my luck. So we'll see how it goes. This is the Oro Jackson. This is Roger's ship. Oh, got a little sneak peek back there. Vegapunk, Nico, Hack, VV, you. There we go. Yes, the silver's really. Boy was swaggy. He was swaggy back in the day. That's cool. Well, yeah, I figured, hey, why don't I just go ahead and try it? See what we get. Why did our light go off? There we go. See what we get. You know what I mean? Let's get that open. So, yeah. Let me know if you guys ever wanted to or thought about going to DreamCon, or if you've been to DreamCon, what were your thoughts? Like me and my homeboy and my homeboy's wife, we love it, and it's going to be, at least for me, for us, I can say us, because they agreed. Come on, babes. That it's going to be that's our yearly thing. So right now we just got back, and we're going to wait on the announcement for 2027. What I am going to do, though, I'm going to make sure that this year, so I didn't cosplay this year, but I am going to make sure. Let me know what some suggestions of what I can do. Uta. I'll sleep Uta. I saw this movie. too. It was pretty good actually. I don't really have too much complaints. I only saw it once, but I do need to cosplay, because this is, so what I did do, and I'll show you guys here. The closest I did was I wore a Goku shirt, and then I got me some orange pants, and then the blue wristbands, and your boy had it on. Like your boy was swaggy with it. I mean, you see it right here. Your boy was swaggy. You know what I mean? So we can't say that, but I do want to do a full cosplay. So I am thinking, and putting some ideas together as to what I actually want to do, because I do want to do a cosplay for every day. So Dreamcon is it's that boy. That's that boy. It's a special. Well, that's that boy. And it's Zoro. This Zoro's dope. But that Shanks is cool. So yeah, I do want to do a one every day. So, we'll put together some ideas, make sure that everything comes out, all right, because I can't go out like that. I can't sit here and call myself an anime fan, and I go to a con, and I don't dress up. What's that about? What's that about? So we'll do it. We'll do it. It just has to feel right. So I have some ideas. I just have to work it out, with that. This fool here. This fool here. I see something shiny. A bony. That's cool. Jury bunny. Why does this light keep going out? Yeah, Jury Bunny. Okay. That's cool. Come on, babes. Let's go. Let's see what we got. I doubt we're getting any of the mangas, But yeah, there's always a chance. That's why, I mean, like, legit, this is, I'm still getting into the hobby, but this is legit gambling. It's legit gambling. With all of the same, there you go. Got a leader, Luffy. We got the elders. Yeah. It is all the same. That it just is what it is. Like, this is the same rush. I do like this Luffy. I'll keep him out here. It's the same as you get going to the slot machines or whatever else. Like, you dump a whole bunch of money in. You get a couple of cool things. Maybe you might win a little bit, but there's always that chance. There's always that chance, right? That you gonna hit that jackpot. And real talk, that's why we do it. So this is a different set. This is OP12. Again, it was cool, and like I said, it was in the moment. I was at the table, and I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, I'll grab one of these. But I do feel like I need to be more focused on which ones I'm going after. That's a cool white beard. on which ones I'm going after, because I feel like if I'm not focused, I'll spread myself too thin. So that's why I decided I'm gonna focus on the OP16s, and then next month the next one, the anniversary, the 17 comes out. So we got to see. Oh, a boa. That's a cool boa. So we got to see. You know, I love the way the light plays on it. So yeah, we got to see what how we can get, where we can get those packs from. I do have a comic store up the road that I'm gonna start going to get my stuff. So here's what we got. This is everything. These are the cool cards, at least. I'll go back through the pack, through the stack, but these are the things that I think look pretty cool. And then we'll do some research, and you know, but all of these look really cool. And again, I think that the One Piece cards look dope. I'm most proud of these. These are the ones I actually bought. But I think that the One Piece cards look dope. So let me know, guys, what you think. You know, we got nothing crazy, but you know, we got a little bit. But DreamCon's over. And it goes by so fast too. That's the problem. That's the real problem. Like this 3-day weekend really is like a 3-minute weekend, because now all of a sudden I gotta go back. And what do you mean there's no panels or no cosplays, or I'm not walking around, and I have to actually go to work to afford to go again next year? It's ridiculous. But that's it for this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Let me know what you think. Peace.